Fuck. Would it really be like that, huh? What's going on? What's going on? Ah, shit.
Double-digit Danny deficit.
Poor bees.
But they're having a good time.
Double-digit deficit.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV, and for the first time in a long time, we are back in the studio.
That's right, and since the 2023 NBA Finals have been on, it's basketball everywhere, we thought, hey, instead of doing a sim of the 2023
Everyone's still finding their footing in this early part of the season, Greg. How important is it to get off to a really hot start?
Oh, it's so important to get off early to a good start, BA. You really want to build some momentum early. In some ways, it can really set the tone for the rest of the season.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Christian Wood. Then it's Reggie Bullock. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward position. And it's the Raptors with the ball. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Jackson for three. Sinks it from distance.
Asserting himself from range. MP doing his part to spread that defense out.
Here's Bullock. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Siakam, pass to Anunoby. Jackson with it. He's guarded by Irving. Now Van Vliet. Back to Jackson from behind the arc. And the Raptors, another three.
And that's just good positioning by MP on the play. He's right where he wants to be to take that quick shot.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Here's Bullock. And a strong finish with two hands.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Great positioning on the putback.
Murdo has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Now here's Irving. Last game, 26 points for him. Doncic against Van Vliet. Bullock. Siakam with the defensive effort.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Now here's Irving. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. Pass to Bullock. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Myrtle grabs a miss. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
That's so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Then he drops it first.
You know, one of the things I think that makes MP so fun to watch is how much fun he's having out there. You can tell the thrill of the game never gets old for this guy.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Bullock from the arc.
Oh, come on. We keep leaving Bullock wide.
5 attempts.
Wide open.
He's really
Who's on
feeling
Bullock,
it right
bro?
now, shooting a high
Who's on
percentage to
that
start
fool?
this game.
Pascal? Is that Pascal on that fool who can't cover him? Are you serious?
The pass to Siakam. Here's Jackson. That one is off. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Last time they met was in Dallas.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for.
Neither did the defense.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Now here's Jackson. A 32-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. 5 on the clock. And the Raptors miss again.
So far
No.
this quarter, he's been out of sync.
That was no
and
brick.
might be pressing
The
right
fuck?
now. And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the
What the
league.
hell?
And that shows up most
That
with his
brick.
passing and body control.
Timeout called, the Raptors. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Canada's best dance team is coming your way, fans. Here they are, your North.
A line change here for Toronto.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Van Vliet. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Anunoby the 3 with Siakam at the 4. Fred Van Vliet out there with MP. And it's Boucher in at the 5. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Van Vliet. That gives them the lead.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Hardy. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Boston. To the middle. Here's Wood. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Now here's Anunoby. He's covered closely. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
You're toasting the defense and getting it close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
The Raptors with a lead. Jackson outside. Six to shoot. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Van Vliet's got 5 points.
He did. I mean, MP understands how to read a defense, including how to spot overcommitments and getting it to open teammates.
Here's Bullock. He has 7. Launches it. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Toronto's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Pass to Van Vliet. Outside Anunoby. And here's Jackson. Wood grabs the board. The Mavericks trailing. Outside Irving. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Irving's gotten 4 this quarter.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Over Morris. Siakam, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Mavericks this season trying to build a title contender around Luka Doncic, but not a lot of luxury tax wiggle room. Luka said, quote, "I trust them. Whatever move they make, I have great teammates and we're playing great basketball." Brian?
Well, no one wants to see Luka in the playoffs, Allie. Thanks for that. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if
I'm nasty.
was on you,
I'm fucking
use your
nasty.
speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Timeout on the floor, Mavericks.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets
All right,
that happen
then.
in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of the timeout. It might be major.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The Mavericks, 33. Ladies and gentlemen, your wrestler, Dancing. Please give a big round of applause.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. MP really making a difference here.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, we've got Christian Wood. Reggie Bullock is out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Irving in at the two-guard spot.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Irving, the pass to Wood, and Wood with the stuff.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And you know, you felt this coming ever since summer when the idea of Kyrie Irving out of Brooklyn. Now, we all know the two sides just couldn't see a long-term future together. So the Nets were able to send Irving away and get something before he left in free agency. He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Doncic passes to Irving. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
And Siakam with the slam.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. Once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Back to Irving. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do. Finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher's checked in. Hardy, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Both free throws good from Irving.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Van Vliet outside. Over Wood. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Here's Hardy, defended by Jackson. Here's Bullock. Outside Irving. Here's Hardy, defended by Jackson. And Boucher with the block. They're running. Pushing it up now. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line.
And one.
Morris, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Bitch.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for...
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Hardy. Knocked loose. Here's Bullock. Here's Hardy. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Van Vliet finds Jackson. Siakam left side.
Siakam!
The board.
Dipshit.
Wood's got his 5th rebound in this one.
2 minutes.
Siakam against Doncic. Comes up empty from 8 feet.
Nice work defensively. Meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Jackson outside. Pass to Van Vliet. Now here's Anunoby. Jackson with it. Jack's up a 3. It's rebounded by Morris.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Bullock. Good.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Toronto has gotten 6 of 10 3-pointers to drop. Van Vliet, the pass to Jackson. Back to Van Vliet. It's stolen by Doncic. Knocked away. Shoots from the right block. Uses the glass that time. It's good. And it's now only a 1-point Toronto lead.
Doncic, such a difficult matchup. Too big for a guard, too skilled for most wings. Luka is simply a problem.
Yeah, that was going to go in for sure.
Exclamation point.
Yep,
Sure.
count it.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Pass to Morris. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter here. Shot clock at 6. And here's Doncic. This for the tie. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Boucher's got 4 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet against Doncic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Fred Van Vliet. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. Substitution here for Toronto. Pirtle's checked in for Achua. Pascal Siakam comes in for Young. Anunoby, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And MP subbed in for Trent. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Kleba outside. Dallas no good that time either.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Toronto's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Anunoby the 3 with Siakam at the 4. Jackson out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
You can tell MP is not afraid to step up for his team. He's ready to be that guy.
Hardaway against Anunoby. Hardaway, the pass to Wood. Here's Irving. Top of the key. Off the left rim and out.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Back to Anunoby. Pass to Van Vliet. Now Siakam. Jackson on the wing. Now here's Anunoby. The Raptors need to get off the shot. Jackson can't get it to go.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Doncic. Oh, he
Why did Van Vliet get off
He's
that?
7 of 15 now.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's about as huge of a drive as we'll see. There's so much on the line, he couldn't be stopped.
Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Kleba with a steal. Van Vliet against Irving. It's good! And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting
I didn't know
the rim.
that shot.
Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two.
Yeah, hard to think of a player who has more responsibility to his team. Doncic, once again, be called upon to win a game for them.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Bullock's checked in. And he ends up making the second. And that'll put him up 2.
And at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2 and a 3-point advantage.
And again, no good by Toronto. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Dallas, Kyrie Irving.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And one of the game's best closers. Kyrie welcomes the challenge and loves the spotlight.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Oh, he buried the 3.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2.
If you want a guy who makes plays when it matters most, the guy you want is Luka controlling the offense here.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Siakam against Irving. There's Jackson with the 3. And buries it from deep.
Big points
Hand
there
straight.
from him.
Hand straight.
Showing leadership and grit. Unbelievable.
Dallas calls time here.
Give me the ball.
They're down by 1. 7 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make a difference in a game.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Fuck you.
He really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of
Now you just
baskets,
roasted me.
slashing to the hoop.
And it's good.
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is, unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
And Toronto calls
I'm
time
not
here.
good at interior
They're
defense.
down by 1. Only 2 seconds left in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
This is what it comes down to. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
Here's Jackson.
I choked.
Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. I love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Wait. Let me guess. You got some questions about my leadership since you didn't reach out for comment.
I mean, while we're both here, why not? I mean, you tell me your side of the story.
Whoa, there's nothing to tell. Because if whoever said that won't put their name on it, it means nothing.
It doesn't sound like it means nothing.
What are you, the sound police, man?
You seem bothered.
Yes, I am, but only that I have to address this. Yo, fam, it's either somebody that's not in his locker room or someone who is too much of a coward to speak to me man to man. Because either way, that's someone whose opinion I do not trust.
Well, this came from a member of your organization.
Nate, it could be the water boy. Actually, let me take that back because Rocco is super cool. Sorry, Rocco, if you heard that. But you feel what I'm saying.
Well, it wasn't Rocco, the water boy.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Fuck.
Danny, CT Hezzy, welcome back to the show.
Hey guys, thank you so much again. Really appreciate you guys having me back on.
Danny, you are playing from home. How are you feeling today?
Feeling confident, but also respecting my opponent, not overly confident. This is one of the greats. This is one of the great Play Now Online players, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
All right, let's get into it. It's the Denver Nuggets versus the Miami Heat. She has a coin. You're going to flip it into my hand?
I do. Okay, let's try this. It's a big coin.
Okay, here we go. CT Hezzy, you make the call. Heads or tails?
We're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Green in at the small forward. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Outside Jackson. Barnes kicks to Jackson. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Jackson's got the first points up on the board here for Toronto. Mitchell passes to Garland. Now the dish to Green. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Growing up around New York City, Doris, Donovan Mitchell was around pro sports as a kid.
He sure was, Kevin. His dad obviously worked in baseball. Donovan spent a ton of time in big league locker rooms. And how about this? During the 2010 fan decision from LeBron, Mitchell was actually in the crowd listening to it.
And here is Green. Following the three-pointer by MP. Mobley misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Back to Jackson. Lets the three fly. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Here's Garland. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
This is it to Allen. Outside Garland. Good on the three-point shot.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself. The answer back from distance.
Toronto's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Now here is Pirtle. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Van Vliet finds Jackson. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thanks, David. The Raptors making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. LeVert's checked in. Jackson kicks to Anunoby. Back to Jackson. Jacks up a three. And again, no good by Toronto. And so Allen will bring it up now for Cleveland. 6-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Here's Anunoby. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Van Vliet against Garland. Van Vliet with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
The three from Garland. Toronto grabs the miss.
And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
Jackson misses. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And now let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this.
Sinks the triple.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. Allen outside. The pass to Garland. And Barnes sends it back.
Send it back, Scotty Barnes. Show off that defensive acumen.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's LeVert. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Van Vliet passes to Jackson. Back to Van Vliet. Three-pointer.
Bitch.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Cock sucker.
Making things happen for Toronto. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for Cleveland,
At the line,
they've got Ricky Rubio. Allen is out there with LeVert, and it's Osman in at the 4-man position. The free throw drops for Jackson. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Allen. Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Stolen by Rubio. Out left to the wing. And here's Neto outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Ricky Rubio has defined point guard vision. He can see the floor so beautifully.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off.
Boy, if Boucher is nearby, I'd be hearing footsteps if I was a shooter. This guy can erase some shots with that length.
I thought I blocked it.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Damn.
This is why coaches stress.
Swear to God, I have a hand on it first. Damn it, Siakam, bro. I had that block.
He's checked in for Precious Achiuwa, and it's Otto Porter Jr. in for OG Anunoby. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pirtle against Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Neto can't get it to go. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively, and that gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Young's checked in for Chris Boucher. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
This is one of the purest point guards to come around in quite some time. He is, Rubio, the ultimate distributor.
Here's Trent. Pirtle trying to get open. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
And Cleveland making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Pass to Osman from downtown. Good on the triple. Osman's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Jackson kicks to Trent. Pass to Porter for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunity.
And so it's Toronto bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And the three-point shot has been big for him. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And Van Vliet out there with Jackson. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Bounce pass from Garland. Mitchell looking it over. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto leading by 10. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
And that one falls for Jackson.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
Allen inside. Hurdles there. Outside Garland. Here's the teardrop. No good on the shot. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Oh, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors.
He's in my mouth.
They love them.
They do, and their theme is, quote, "We the North." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And the basket by Jackson.
Just remarkable concentration right there from MP. Looks so confident even with the contact.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Garland kicks to Green. Mitchell in the corner to end the run. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Jackson finds Siakam and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jared Allen. And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title.
And the Raptors making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Raul Neto comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Garland. Second free throw, no good. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. That reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. And the Cavaliers call time here. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Some changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. Chris Boucher comes in for Scotty Barnes. And Trent subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland. Karis LeVert comes in for Green.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Rubio against Jackson. Here's Neto. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup. Neto's got 5 now.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
LeVert against Anunoby. Shoots over LeVert. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
This is where OG Anunoby is going to grow. That offensive game will expand to the mid-range.
Rubio taking his time here. Osman kicks to LeVert. Shoots over Anunoby. And it's LeVert missing. And it's the Raptors ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. Anunoby in the corner. Passes it to Boucher. And it's Osman with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Mobley may be thin of frame, folks, but showing you he's willing and able to absorb the contact and make the play anyway.
One thing that is special about Evan Mobley made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
Young's checked in for Toronto. And then for Cleveland, Jared Allen's checked in for Osman. And it's Garland in for Raul Neto. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Back to Jackson. It's up a 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Young. And finally they hit one. Young's got his first 2 points of the night.
Listen, we know this about Thaddeus Young. He has very long arms. He's a nuisance on the glass. Big-time energy guy.
Rubio left side. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's the Toronto Raptors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call
checked in for OG Anunoby. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Darius Garland, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Inside, here's Mobley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Jackson finds Van Vliet. Back to Jackson. Toronto working the ball around now. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 13 points in the second half.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Raptors.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And again, it's Cleveland.
Consistency and efficiency is where we've seen the greatest improvement from Donovan Mitchell. How comfortable is he off the bounce?
There's Jackson with the 3. Can't hit that one. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over. He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
And now they decide. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 6 over Jackson. Offensive rebound. LeVert from outside. The shot that time not on target. So they foul intentionally.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
He drops the first one. That makes it a 7-point lead.
There is nothing coaches like more than somebody you can count on. And he's trusted by his coaches, his teammates. They count on him to bring it every night.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. The deep 3 from Green. No good there. And so it's Toronto winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.
Well, that was fun, I guess.
Great game tonight. You guys really dominated on offense, and you in particular couldn't miss. What was the key to your performance tonight?
Oh, I think you saw tonight what this team is capable of when we all play together. Man, when we look to take that extra pass, we're a hard team to defend.
Well, you were having a lot of success individually. Did you see something in their defense?
You know, man, I think it's just my teammates looking for me to get the ball in places where I can convert, you know? Nothing too crazy.
Right on. Thank you, man.
No doubt.
Alrighty, I'm getting off. See you, boys.